Hey guys, Casey here. We're nearing week 3, and week 3 is when we turn this whole thing on its head. So in week 3, we are going to switch the conditioning days now to Monday, Wednesday, Friday, as opposed to Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Okay? So the reason why we're doing that is because on Monday, we want to teach a guided imagery or visualization technique. What this technique does is it takes your clients out of their own head. Simply put, when a lot of these guys are working out, you know, the muscles start burning, they quit. Or sweat starts to bead in their eyes, they stop. So they're letting these little things affect their workout. They're getting uncomfortable and they quit. So what we want to do is take them out of their own head. So this technique is going to help us do that. What we're going to do is take them through a series of exercises to get them to be able to call on this whenever they want. This, once again, should go way past week 3. They should be able to call on this exercise whenever things start getting tough and they want to quit, they go away. So first, you're going to have them do their ramp, you're going to have them do their warm-up, and then you're going to sit them down in a nice circle. Biggest thing is you need to have a soft presence. What you're going to do is you're going to have them rotate their head clockwise. Eyes shut. They're rotating their head clockwise. They're breathing 3 seconds in, 4 seconds out. And have them do that for about 30 seconds. And then you're going to have them switch and go counterclockwise. And their breathing is then going to go from 3 seconds in, 4 seconds out to 4 seconds in, 5 seconds out. Okay? So once again, they're controlling their heart rate, they're controlling their breathing. Then you're going to have them stop. You want them to visualize themselves on top of an escalator. Biggest thing about this exercise is you have to be extremely descriptive. You want them to be able to paint this picture and see it perfectly. So I'm not going to do this for the whole exercise, but I will explain what I'm saying. You guys are standing at the top of an escalator. I want you to take your left hand and put it on the black rail. As you're doing that, you're going to put your right foot onto the escalator, then your left foot. You are now going down the escalator. You are looking at the metal steps in front of you. So, here's something you normally see. What's really cool is the people who are getting this, when the minute you tell them to put their hands on, you'll see them put their hands out, like so. Those are people who are getting it. Those are also going to be the people where it's easier to do, and it's going to be easier for them to call it up during the workout. So, I'm not going to get very descriptive. We go down the escalator, we see a hallway. We see a hallway, we get off the escalator, and once again, be very descriptive getting off the escalator. You're looking down a white hallway. White walls, white floor, and at the end of the hallway is a door. It's a colored door, whatever color you want. We usually say red, with a black knob. Walk towards the red door with the black knob. All right? And give it some time. This is going to take about 10 minutes. Okay? You're walking towards the black floor with the red knob. You're looking at the white walls. They're completely white. Now you're standing in front of the red door with the black knob. Take your left hand, turn the knob. I'm lefty, so I usually say left. Turn your knob. Open the door and step in the room. You're going to notice you're in a white circular room, white floors, white walls, and I want you to shut the door behind you. You feel very calm, you feel very safe, and you notice on the other side of the room, directly in front of you, is a person. Start walking towards that person. As you are getting closer to that person, you notice it's you. It's the you that you want to be. It's the you who has, 2 sizes down, or that fits into a certain size jeans. It's the you with a 6-pack. It's the you that can bend down and tie your shoes. Whatever your goal is, that's you standing in front of you. I want you to walk up to that person and just look at them. Look at how happy they are. Look at their body. Look at what they're able to do with their body. Then I want you to turn around, take a mental note of that person before you turn around, then turn around, and I want you to start walking towards the red door with the black handle. I want you to take your left hand, grab the handle, turn the handle, open the door, step out, shut the door behind you, walk down the hallway. You notice the escalator. Once again, very descriptive, getting on the escalator. And then once you get to the top, open up your eyes. And boom, that's the whole guided imagery trick. So what we want from this is we want these guys to be able to call it up whenever they can, or whenever they need it. So if you're having them do wall sits and their quads are burning, you're gonna start to notice now people shut their eyes and go away. So how do we implement this in the classes? So what you're gonna do first is you're gonna do a couple minute stations, get people's heart rates going, get them all warmed up again. Then there has to be, if you look at our programming, there has to be very basic exercises because these people are now going to be exercising with their eyes shut. So it has to be punching a bag. It has to be riding a spin bike or on a row machine. It has to be mountain climbers. It can't be something like burpees. That would be a disaster. Okay? So very basic exercises, but you want them focused on their breathing. In this case, we tell them 4 seconds in, 5 seconds out. We also want them try to visualize themselves looking at that person they want to become. And thirdly, we want them focusing on the beat of the music. So you have to have fast music in this week, especially Monday, Wednesday, Friday when we do the guided imagery. So it has to be 120 to 140 beats at least because you want them moving to the music, okay? It can't be slower beats. It has to be really fast. Now, I named 3 different things. Focus on your breathing, focused on your on the person you want to become, or focus on the beat of the music. One of those is going to stick, and that's what we want. They're focused on something else besides the pain. On Monday, you're going to do a couple 1-minute stations, a few. Then you're going to throw in a 3-minute station. And that's where you shut the lights off and you do this. Now, when we shut the lights off, we actually have night lights in the room. All right, it's not pitch black. But it's more for the coaches to be able to see who needs help with this. It's really simple to see who's got it and who doesn't. It's the people who have it are the ones who are going with the beat of the music, their eyes are shut, and they're moving to the beat of the music. Those who don't have it are punching, and they're shaking out their hands or wiping their face. They're here. They're not gone. They're not focused on the person they want to be. So those are the people you go up to behind them in a nice, soft voice. We're not yelling on Monday, Wednesday, Friday this week. Nice, soft voice. You take them down the escalator again. You take them into the room. And so you have to actually go behind them and start whispering this stuff until they get it. Okay? So we do a few 1-minute stations. We work up to a 3-minute station. Then the 1-minute stations, we leave the lights on. The 3-minute, we shut them off. We put them back on after that one. We do a couple more 1-minute stations. Then we try a 5-minute. Basically, this week is very loose. And what I mean is, you want to work your way up to like 7-minute stations is the goal. But you have to be able to read the room. If everybody's having trouble with this, which is usually not the case, but just in case it is, you need to keep around 3-minute stations. And you need to keep coaching behind the clients. So if everyone's getting it, start to amp it up. We usually do, once again, a couple 1-minute stations, a 3-minute, 1 or 2 1-minute stations, a 5-minute, couple 1-minute stations, a 3-minute, couple 1-minute stations, maybe a 7-minute. We usually don't get to 7 minutes on the first day. It's usually 3 and 5s, and then we'll start putting them back to back. And then hopefully by Friday, most of the class is with the lights off. And they're just going and they're rocking. That is the guided imagery, and I'll see you guys in the gym.